my backyard and have the military to thank for it. My name is Christopher Matos. I was born in Puerto Rico about 37 years ago, moved to New York, and after that my family moved down to Florida where I've been since. After I graduated high school, I worked a lot of pretty basic jobs, retail, maintenance, factory type stuff, nothing special. Tried to make a change at some point. I went to a local community college. However, I didn't have the focus or the motivation to go through, and I ended up dropping out, which would put me in a rut that I'd be in for another 2 years or so. That was until my friend Jason, who was on his way back from a 4-year contract with the Air Force, came and talked to me about the Air National Guard. He was getting ready to join that and wanted me to join with him. See, a few years ago, Jason actually tried to get me to join as an active duty person. However, I was not quite ready yet. I didn't want to make that type of commitment. But when he told me I could join the military and stay in my home state, it sounded a lot more appealing to me. Though I didn't commit just yet. It wasn't until a few months later that I was on break at my job. It was an overnight job. I hated it. But the realization of like the path I was heading in really set in for me. I knew that all the work that my parents had done, I just wasn't living up to that expectation. My mom was always working 2 to 3 jobs. My dad, very physically demanding jobs for the longest time, took a large toll on his body. And while I appreciate those jobs, I know deep down they didn't want those. They didn't want that same path for me and my brother. So it was that night that I decided I was going to join the military, and it was the best decision I ever made. I joined in May 2006 and was in training until July 2007. That 1 year had a huge impact on my life already for me. I learned about taking responsibility and accountability for my own actions. That was something I had not previously known. I learned how to be a leader in a group setting, as well as what's always used for me is the mentor-mentee concept. It was only 1 year, but I still use all of these concepts to this day. Once I was back and integrated with my unit, I quickly realized that I was surrounded by some very accomplished individuals. These were business owners, these were master's degrees recipients, these were people who had been in the military for over 10 years, so they just had experience on that side. These people would end up becoming my military mentors. And even though I only saw them about 30 days out of a year for about 3 years, the impact that they had was just massive. About 4 years in, I was given an opportunity to work as a full-time member in my Guard unit. This gave me a different perspective on everything. I was more exposed to military, as well as given a lot more responsibility than I had been given with my previous employers. This helped shape my expectations for me in the future. I was only there for about 2 years, but what I took from there had me looking for better jobs. Once I was back to my civilian life, I started taking managerial positions. I started working with DoD companies as well back then. In 2016, I was given an opportunity again to work with the full-time Air Force. This time as probably the most rewarding job that I would ever have, and that's be a ceremonial guardsman. Now, what these people do is they show up to deceased members' funerals to perform honors for them in front of the friends and family of the people, giving them one last farewell, as well as letting these friends and family know that their service was appreciated, and it still is to this day. Now, being in the military had gained me more appreciated for myself and what I'm capable of. Now, being in the Honor Guard gave me appreciation for people that were there before me. Gave me great appreciation for the people who laid the groundwork for me. I performed honors for some war heroes in front of families that were the most appreciative I've ever seen in my life. Just before returning to civilian work, I was offered a job to my current employer, which is L3 Harris. Now, for me, this was the pinnacle of my career, in my life. It really paid off all the hard work that my parents did and that I did beforehand. It was working for a very reputable company in a good position. I was able to stabilize my life for myself and my family. I was able to get the VA loan for this house, and I was able to go back to school. as I am right now. So here I am, happier than I've ever been in my life, and knowing that I'm capable of so much more. Joining the military was the greatest decision that I've ever made. If you know anyone that's in a rut, needs the way out, just let them know that the military is always there and willing to take anyone that's willing to put in the work. Thank you.